welcome you to downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, you think of the dream, Hakeem Olajuwon, Moses Malone. Minnesota controls the tip. To Wiggins. Towns. Trying to cash in. This time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Harden to Fareed. Andrew Wiggins with the block. Calls out of bounds off of Andrew Wiggins. Fareed. Almost unlucky bounce to Towns. To Wiggins. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
Pick up. 4-3. Another chance. To Wiggins. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Shot by Saric off the mark. Fareed to Harden. Driving right to the basket. Kenneth Fareed powers it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
T-Wolves with the basketball. A pass taken away by the Rockets.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. And James Harden, well defended, still gets it to go down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
To Wiggins. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. It's James Harden once again. To Paul. From the painted area, won't go down. Throws it up. To Towns. To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Harden, defended by Jeff Teague. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Shakes free and hits.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
Harden in possession. Down 3. To Paul. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Towns. To Wiggins. To Towns. The pass set it all up.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Harden. To Paul. Karl Anthony Towns rejects it. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Harden. 9 points for him to start the game. He's hit 3 threes in this first quarter. Lights out from downtown.
And defensively, you have to stay in these guys' pocket. Force him to be a driver rather than a shooter.
They get it down for Towns. Won't go. Paul into the front court. Down 2. To Harden. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Number 17.
Harden with the basketball. Down just a couple. James Harden. He's now 5 for 6.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Oh, had him going there for a second. To T. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. T. From long range. Cleans the offensive glass. To Wiggins. Karl Anthony Towns. 3 for 4. Good start.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness. Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. To Towns. To Wiggins. Taj Gibson. Here's a chance from long range. Can't get the bounce. Now it's Harden, controlling the offense. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Harden into the front court. They trail by 2. Over to the right side. Paul buries the wide open 3. That's too easy.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense. You can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
To Wiggins. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. The Wolves down to 4 on the shot clock. Swings it. Has a look. Rosie's shot no good.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
On the drive, it's Harden, but his shot no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play.
Stuffs it down with authority.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Andrew Wiggins at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Whoops, that won't go. Now Paul with the basketball. They're down 3 to Faried. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Towns guarded by Nene. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So the Rockets hold on to the basketball. Faried to Harden. Deep right corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short. To Wiggins. Whoa! Gets to the rim and they'll count the basket. 2 steps or 5 steps. I don't know, Jay. It looked good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
For 3, no good. To Wiggins. Down low, Towns. Off the assist.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Houston with the basketball. Karl Anthony Towns pins it. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Faried. And a nice finish at the rim.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
To Towns. Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Towns. Karl Anthony Towns. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It has been. The passing has been great, but the precision of the passing has been next level. Every pass has been delivered right in the pocket, ready for the player to either shoot.
To Towns. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player.